Hi everyone, welcome to this week's edition of Literary Destinations. Today we travel to Haworth, England to visit the 19th century home of the famous Bronte family. Give me a moment while I share my screen with you. And one more second, here we are. The village of Haworth is situated in Yorkshire, England, and the surrounding moors had a profound influence on the writings of the Bronte sisters. Charlotte, Emily, and Anne Bronte are perhaps most widely recognized for their novels Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights, and The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. In the Mercer County Catalogue, a basic search for Charlotte Bronte retrieves over 66,000 entries. A search for Emily Bronte brings up over 56,000 references, and Anne Bronte retrieves more than 33,000 documents and books. The home where the Brontes lived in Haworth for most of their lives was built somewhere between 1778 and 1779. Their father, Patrick Bronte, who presided over St. Michael and All Angels Church as the minister of the parish, was also a published author of poetry and fiction, so it was a familiar sight for the children to see books with the Bronte name displayed on the bookshelves. The famous literary family home now houses the world-renowned Bronte Parsonage Museum. Inside the parsonage, we find the entrance hall, where centuries ago one can imagine Patrick Bronte going up this staircase each night after locking the front door and reminding the children not to be up too late. It was in the dining room that Charlotte, Emily, and Anne did most of their writing, and the room was the focus of their creativity. Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights, and Agnes Grey were all written in this room. It was the sisters' habit to walk around the table until about 11 o'clock every night, reading and discussing their writing plans and projects. Today, the Bronte Parsonage Museum Library contains the world's most comprehensive collection of Bronte manuscripts, letters, early editions of the novels and poetry, and secondary material on the famous family and all the works. This is the kitchen, where the sisters were expected to take their share of the household tasks. Emily took charge of the kitchen as housekeeper after her aunt passed away. Charlotte's room displays her dress and other personal articles. Also on display is Charlotte Bronte's mahogany desk. She wrote at this desk in her home in the 19th century. The desk remained in private hands, and almost a century passed before an anonymous donor gave the desk to the Bronte Parsonage in 2011. Charlotte Bronte died on 31st March 1855 in her room at the parsonage at the age of 39. All the Brontes, except for Anne Bronte, who died in Scarborough while taking a sea cure, found their final resting ground in a tomb beneath the present church that has been rebuilt. But the original clock tower from the time the Brontes lived here still stands tall, a witness to centuries of history gone by. Till next time, this is Nita signing off from the West Windsor branch of the Mercer County Library System.